What's up, guys? Go back to real with the whole Ezra Miller situation and updates that we've been getting over the past couple months, and with him just being like arrested and on the run, and with the Warners the discovery themselves that they have come out and spoken about what they're gonna do and how they're gonna handle the Flash movie, especially with everything that's happening with Ezra Miller, and they revealed the three options for Ezra Miller and for ways to get involved, especially with the Flash movie and everything that's like going on as well. So in this video, we go over the three options that Warner's that Discovery has for Ezra Miller and for ways for him to get involved, especially in the press tours and also in everything that's going on in the Flash movie. Well, Ezra Miller stuff as well. But if you're new here and you don't saw this, then be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so miss out on videos like this in the future. So let's get into it. And now, as I mentioned before, with the Ezra Miller's situation, with him just like being in trouble and just being on the run, and with the Warner Bros. The Discovery coming out and giving three options for Ezra Miller to get involved with the press tour, especially that he can get involved, especially for the upcoming Flash movie. With option number one, it says with Ezra Miller giving an interview about their innovative behavior and then doing limited press, and now with the option number one, it seems like with Ezra Miller like getting involved in the interview, it explained about what's been happening, especially with his behavior, especially what's been happening for his past couple months, and with being arrested and with being on the run and much more. It seems like with doing a limited press, but like with Ezra Miller and not be involved in all of the press tours, especially with the upcoming Flash movie, it could be a good idea because that would get the time, especially for Ezra Miller to get professional help and like especially with Ezra Miller like being in an interview, it explained like about what's been happening in the past couple months, especially with the Warner Bros. The Discovery on how they're planning on doing that, especially with the promotions for the Flash movie. And now, with this second option, it says Ezra Miller plays no part in the film's promotion. And now, with like number two, I think this is like could be or not be a good idea. It's because with Ezra Miller not being involved in the film's promotion or publicity at all, especially with how Warner Bros. Discovery is going to market the Flash movie, especially as this movie comes out next summer. Plus, without like Ezra Miller as the star of the film, it was Barry Allen, aka the Flash, and how they're gonna market this movie through trailers and TV spots, especially with Ezra Miller like not being involved, and like especially with how Warner Bros. Discovery are gonna pull this off without having Ezra Miller involved in the marketing or in the trailers or like in interviews, especially even if it has its world premiere as well, and like having Ezra Miller and not being part of the film's promotion or marketing or for the press tours, and it seems like it's gonna be like be hard, especially for the way that Warner Bros. The Discovery are gonna pull this off. And now with the third and final option is to that they completely scrap the Flash movie entirely altogether. And now especially with the option number three, I think people may or may not like this, especially with the third option, which like even scrapping a $200 million movie, especially with the Flash movie and all of that it's been through, even through reshoots and test screenings, and even with Warner Brothers scrapping a $200 million movie, and it's especially like for like a movie that like people were hard on, that like dedicated their hard work in this film, especially with Andy Muschietti, who's the director of this film, and like even though even though with everything that went through it in making the Flash movie, and plus I'm excited for the upcoming Flash movie as well, especially with Michael Keaton's Batman being involved and being introduced to a Sasha Cal's Supergirl, especially with the Reverse Flash as well. As we see in the first teaser, of course. But I'm excited for things. except even for Ezra Miller's the Flash. I mean, I'm so excited for the upcoming Flash movie and for what's in store for the Flash movie. And plus, I mean, I don't think like scrapping the film is going to be a good idea, especially with many people that worked hard, especially that are recently that they canceled the Batgirl movie, like even like with them just like scrapping the entire Flash movie altogether. And now like, I mean, that's I don't think like obviously it's going to be a good idea, especially with them just like scrapping the entire Flash movie altogether. And yeah, on top of all this, considering with the Warner Bros. The Discovery giving 3 options for Ezra Miller to get involved in the press story and with everything going on with the upcoming Flash movie, it seems that like with the Warner Bros. The Discovery, I think they're like finally gonna taking action on how they're gonna handle the press tours and interviews, especially with the Ezra Miller situation and with him and like interviews and like even though that they're considering 3 options, and like it seems that like I think that they're gonna finally handle the Ezra Miller situation, and now I think like I mean because I don't want to describe the entire film. I mean I'm excited for the Flash movie as well, and everything that is in store for the upcoming Flash movie as well. So yeah, I mean I just can't wait for the upcoming Flash movie, and especially with the Warner Bros. The Discovery that they're finally taking action on giving 3 options, especially for Ezra Miller to get involved as well. So that's your first video. Let me thoughts in the comments below. And what are your thoughts on these 3 options that Warner Bros. The Discovery has to offer, especially for Ezra Miller to get involved with the upcoming Flash movie and like interviews and with the press and everything that's going on with the Flash movie. Let me know in the comment section down below that we can get this video like and subscribe to notification bell for future videos, and you can find my Instagram and Twitter for live updates. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.